What is up, boys? This is my 6-month progress as a free-to-play player. Let me start by showing you my reputation. So 44,875 rep. Here are my achievements. Just I'll slow down the video if I'm going too quick. I'm gonna talk about like team CP. I'm gonna talk about how much time I spent in the game lately, my list of 6 stars. I'm gonna talk about my progress in Abyss hunts, Arena, Guild Wars, as Macallis, and of course I'm gonna show my reputation stats, inventory, what I have equipped, what else, artifacts, my catalysts, my hunt materials, and yeah, I think that's gonna be pretty much it. And of course I'll talk about things that I do on a daily basis in the game as a free-to-play player. And yeah, let's just go through this. Alright, so that was my rep, and here it's 180. It just hit 181, but yeah, 6-month progress. These are the effects. The last one that I need to do is this here. It might bring equipment experience to 10%, hopefully. That'd be nice. But the other ones are max. They're all like grade 12. I mean, they've been grade 12 for a long time. So my team with the highest CP, I mean, it's just grabbing the highest CP heroes that I have and just putting them in a team. 304,000. And I'm gonna show my list of heroes. So 6-star first. I have 19, but I have the fathers to actually make the 20th, and Soul Bad Guy will have enough copies to make him a 6-star very soon. So yeah, I would say that I have like 21 6-stars. If I like very shortly I'll have 21. But yeah, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess I should show with the stats. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and yeah, so he's gonna be like 20th, and yeah, the fathers are here. So if I grab like I have plenty. Actually, wait, I have more than I thought. I have 8, and yeah, the 5 stars that I have, wait a second, yeah, all these, still no natural 5-star Moonlight hero. Okay, and just showing like extra copies that I have, extra fathers that oh yeah, by the way guys, if you didn't know, you want to, even if you triple S the memory imprint of a hero, you can repeat it. You can start a new hero and start to like triple S that hero, and it's gonna work for the achievement, if you didn't know that, by the way. And that's a good way to obtain Covenant bookmarks, but really as a free-to-play player you're not gonna be getting so many like summons unless you use your Sky Stones for summoning. But I don't use my energy for summoning, sorry, my Sky Stones for summoning. The only time I do it is if I'm going for a limited hero that I don't have, I mean that I don't have enough Covenant bookmarks. and I really want to get, like, I went for Luna even though I'm not using her, but I should be. I should build her. I mean, I kind of did build her, like I've got Molagora, she's 6-star and all that, but I used her for a while and then I stopped. Now, I would say that the time that I play now is probably between 3 to 6 hours on a daily basis. If I'm making videos, I mean, that doesn't count for time played. If I'm recording and I'm doing some gameplay, whatever, it does count. But yeah, I would say like 3 to 6 hours is pretty much how much time I spend on a daily basis. There's the issue with the energy. If I just go, like, I'm gonna go in the hunts. My abyss is floor 80. Yeah, I'm at 85. It's because I have not attempted it in a while. Every time I do these floors, I'm doing them, getting some knowledge about the fight mechanics and all that. Then I start recording, and I make videos for them. They're all available. You can check my Abyss Floor 62 Plus guides with tips. Cover a lot of stuff, fight mechanics, team compositions, all that. And yeah, so I mean, I'm pretty sure I can do them if I sit down and spend the time working on them. So for hunts, of course, what I farm the most is still Wyvern stage 11. I 3-man it. If there's a gold buff, if we're getting like Blessing of Wealth, that's plus 30% gold drop plus the guild buff, so you got 40% gold drop. I'm gonna 4-man it and I'm gonna speed run it. I recorded it with Soul Bad Guy, and yeah, you can go check out that video. If I'm just doing it whatever, like there's no gold buff, it's not a rush, I'm just gonna 3-man it, right? I'm just gonna have these 3 plus a father, and it's very efficient. So that's that. For Golem, this is my team. I don't have one set up for I don't have a 3-man team with a father for Golem. To be honest, just Wyvern alone is plenty. The issue is not about getting experience at this point where I'm at, it's getting fathers. So yeah, this is my team for Golem. It has a very good success rate. Soul Bad Guy is amazing for this. Now, Banshee, I don't have a team set up. I don't farm Banshee, but if I did farm it, it wouldn't be that successful because I want to build Jetched. Jetched is extremely powerful. He just removes a debuff every time he goes on himself or a teammate, and you could even put Wondrous Potion Vial and he could remove 2 debuffs every time he goes. So that is very, very strong. So yeah, I could just, like, for Banshee you need the Earth Heroes. It will be easier to gear for, but I would go Bellona, Sid, and who else? Jetched. And my fourth is Flexible. I could pull through with Angelica. If I need the damage, I could bring DN and Jetched together, probably heal that without too much issues. They can both run Wondrous Potion Vials, but yeah, I don't farm it because I'm all about getting speed gear still. So yeah, Azimanak Hunt, I can run it. Not too worried about running it really. I could run something like this, probably like replace DN with who else really? I mean, maybe not Shuri, but like Bellona and Moonlight, Mercedes. It's also Mercedes. That's enough cleave really. I might need a bit more survival on ML Mercedes. And Bellona is extremely strong. She's got Bloodstone. I'll show you my gear in a second. And yeah, for healing, you don't want 4 buffs. You want 2 maximum. I believe that's what it was. If you have too many buffs, the boss will keep on stripping them, and he's gonna go with his ultimate or something like that. But I don't think I need Shuri in there, that because like after a number of attacks, like 5 attacks, the boss goes. So it's better to bring some more sustain in my case, but I don't have a setup really for it. I could be running. Dian is actually bad for this because she brings 3 buffs by herself. So it would be like Angelica. I did it with Angelica, Destina, Bellona, and the fourth. The fourth I don't remember. Clury that was, but that was a really long battle. And I'm not too worried about farming this for now, so it's all good. So that was the hunts. Talked about the Abyss. Arena. I finished Challenger 2. Yeah, Challenger 2 is where I finish. Like I've been finishing at Challenger 2 for a bunch of weeks. There's many weeks where I needed like maybe 2 or 3 wins, and I would have pushed into Challenger 1, which would give me the it would give me the promotion reward, because I never hit Challenger 1 yet. So there's a bunch of Sky Stones I can get whenever I push ahead. But really, I always use my flags for NPC challenges. Like I prefer to always have them like on cooldown, because I mean that's free Sky Stones, and yeah, you definitely want free Sky Stones as a free-to-play player. I mean, it's not free, you have to use a flag, but like, you know what I mean. And it's not guaranteed I win the offensive attack at Challenger 2. I might get outsped or whatever. My defense team, I could be running quad cleave. Like it would be Shuri, the combat readiness booster, and then Bellona goes, and then Celestial Mercedes just blows up the whole team. I need a bigger gap in speed between Bellona and Celestial Mercedes. Sometimes she goes before Bellona. Still, in most cases, they're able to blow up the team. Harado is there for countering non-attack skill teams, speed teams with non-attack skill, and he could reduce their combat readiness, and my Shuri can cut in, and then I could go before their damage dealer and take him out. But I could, if I bring Helga, I'm gonna get countered by Harado. But to be honest, like a speed team is not it's not the best way to go about it. You definitely need a strong defense for turn 2. Like you need to survive the cleave damage, and then you're good to go after that if you have the sustain. I don't have like some key Moonlight heroes. I'll show you my list of Moonlight summons. I was running before this Clarissa as the 4, so it's like a quad cleave, and there's 0 non-attack skills, so I don't have to get to worry about Harado. It works out. You can check that my defense success rate is quite good. I mean, it wasn't so good before. You see 4 weeks ago 32.9%, then 3 weeks 32.2%, then 2 weeks ago 26.4%, and the week that just ended was 34.4%. But if you go with a turn 2 team, if you go with heavy defense and sustain on your team, you will be attacked much less than me. Look how many times I got attacked. The green numbers, the one on the right, that is how many times I got attacked. And 4 weeks ago I got attacked 161 times, and then 3 weeks ago 180 times, 2 weeks ago 144, and the week that just ended it was 180 times I got attacked. This is just crazy, guys. It's just 180 attacks. It's just speed teams against speed teams, and whoever wins turn 1 usually wins. But the problem is that there's always the variation of +5, -5 combat readiness or speed, whatever you want to call it, on turn 1, and which, like, so that means that sometimes you could outspeed the enemy team, but then if you go again you might lose, or if you lost you could go again and win. Like it's annoying, but yeah. And if you go for a turn 2 team, a lot of people will not be attacking you, which is a major plus. I could cut the amount of attack that I receive in half, and I could keep the same success rate or even have it higher. People don't want to trouble themselves with a super defensive team setup, especially with a lot of arena damage hitting them over time. It gets really dangerous. mean, if you have some really good survival stats, some sustained high effect resistance, they're not landing their debuffs, you're healing through their damage, and if they have some damage dealers alive and they cannot take you out, they're just gonna slowly die one after the next. So yeah, here are my 7. So watch your Shuri 1 time, and 3 stars. I got some duplicates out of these, and that's it. Celestial Mercedes is my last one. My last natural 4-star that I got. Super glad I got her. She deals so much damage, and yeah, really good for cleaving. Assassin Sid, I actually got 2 when I fed into my normal Sid, so I can get speed memory imprint, which I use him quite a lot in Arena and Guild War. I haven't built Assassin Sid. He's good, but he's not good enough for me to build him. He can be used in much less areas of the game compared to normal Sid. Sid's just crazy, normal Sid. Chaos Axe is very strong. I actually want to use him again. Require more, very strong too. I mean, there's so many good heroes in the Moonlight summons. And just quickly here, the list. Look at these Nat 5 fire heroes that just, I don't have any. It's just the free soul bad guy, which is amazing. Thankfully. These these ice natural 5-star though, I got lucky there, but I was actually pulling for them because my goal was to farm Wyvern and Earth. Bellona is such a powerhouse, but yeah, Charles, I really wish I had him. Vildred, of course, be great for cleaving. Banshee and Azimanak Hunt, he's just a monster there. Yeah, a bunch of really good heroes in the game that I still need, of course, and there's always new ones coming our way. Now, I want to show my inventory. I'm going through this list that I have here. I can show the equipment later. Just like scroll down through the list. Artifacts, here's sorted by grade what I have. And their enhancement levels. Some artifacts I didn't get multiple copies of. Like this, I got it maxed out. It's very strong. Actually in Asmanak Hunt, that thing is pretty godly. Yeah, double wondrous potion vials. If you get duplicate, you should always keep like 2. It's such a great artifact. You can really like abuse those for Banshee, for raid, for like even Abyss, PvP. Man, that is so annoying when that keeps on proccing. But if it's maxed out, it's gonna be 100% chance, I believe. Yeah. So yeah, that's all the ones that I have. Okay, so Catalyst real quick. I mean, I have a lot of Catalyst. I try to get them pretty balanced. I want a healthy supply of all of them in case like there's a hero that I pull, whatever. It's definitely rough when you have like 0 or you have a very low amount of a Catalyst and you need a bunch of them for a hero that you pulled or something. So yeah, I like to have a lot. Oh, wait, that's all currency. What the? Start with Callus. My god. Sorry guys. Yeah, it's much better now. Currency, you can see yeah, these are saved for Dizzy is coming, limited banner. I'm gonna have to check real quick if she's good. If she's bad, I might pull for Baiken. I don't know if we're gonna get a hero that boosts combat readiness like this and that can like take out a hero and boost the whole team's combat readiness anytime soon. It would be, she'd be very strong in PvP. I mean, she can be used in other areas, but she doesn't look strong enough for me. She's strong, but anyways, you can check my video about it. I'll make another video later about her. Yeah, so this is my currency, my runes. Yeah, Callus, I shown them already. Skill enhance. Craft materials, man. Look at this. You don't have to craft all the time, guys. It costs a lot of gold to craft, and really, if you just farm hunts, you'll have some very strong pieces that you want to enhance. It's actually hard to keep up. Sometimes you just want to enhance them to like +3, see where the roll goes, and like go with like +6. And yeah, I mean, you don't need to go crazy with crafting. You can see how much gold I have. I like to keep a lot of gold because when I want Covenant bookmarks and I don't have any, I go and refresh the secret shop and pay the 3 skystone to do so. It's much better to do it that way as free-to-play than just straight up buying them from the shop with skystones. Show my inventory. I can show, I did show my hero's stat. I can show their gear real quick, but there was this I wanted to show you guys. Equipment that is sorted by experience, so the highest item levels and enhancement levels, just so you have an idea of how many pieces of gear that I have enhanced to +15 or +12. You can see that I have a ton of them, and I actually need to clear my inventory. I need to sacrifice some of them that I don't use anymore. I already did quite a few, but yeah, they give so much experience. Oh yeah, that is, oh my god, 6 months, guys, 6 months. You know, this, I'm actually enhancing these. You don't have to get some like crazy piece of boots. Like if you know it's gonna be 40 speed, the substats are alright. They're like, it's still good. Like it's a hit set, but what I really want is, of course, 40 speed set, and the substats I don't really care too much about them. Even where I'm at in the game, they're still very useful. Speed is still a huge deal. I mean, it always will be until they release a hero in PvP that just negates speed. Like speed doesn't matter, like Leo in Summoner's War. And I mean, ML Bell that came out, Jesus, like he just cuts in against speed teams, so it's kind of countered right there. So yeah, anyways, those are my items, and now I guess I can, yeah, this would be the fastest way to go about it. But the thing is, you guys don't see my stats if I do it this way. I want to go through this list of did I show my skill enhancement? No, I haven't. Let me just show you real quick. So what else I have to show? The repetition I did, arena, PvP, guild wars. I guess I can go and just show you the ranking of the guild I'm in. Been in this guild since global release. I think it got created something like 2 or 3 days after global release. And yeah, it's the guild I was in back in Tales of Eren. And yeah, I'm just like kept on going in Epic 7. I didn't make my guild. It takes some time. It takes quite a bit of time to manage a guild and like set people in the guild war buildings, and also recruiting and all that. With the fact that I have to create content on YouTube, it's pretty time consuming. So yeah, I don't have the time for like managing a guild. Well, not yet anyways. Now sorry, the gear, I've shown it in multiple videos, but I mean, just might as well have it all in the same video, right? So my key say I use her in Wyvern before, Wyvern 10 before 11 was released. There's a bunch of things I want to talk about, but yeah, I'll just talk about these heroes real quick. Kisa I use her in Guild Wars heavily, and I still use her in Arena Offense when I use dual single target damage dealers, combat readiness booster, and then an attack buffer or no attack buffer, and then I use 2 single target damage dealers. It's very good. You just take out the biggest threats, and yeah, I mean, you pretty much win if you won the speed battle initially. Or you could bring Hurado along and have their team use a non-attack skill, and then he cuts in, and then he reduce their combat readiness with his S3 skill 3, and then you can have your combat readiness booster go, and then you cut in It's pretty fun. I mean, it's not 100% success rate, but these are ways to beat teams that have more speed than you, or you just bring Helga along, which has 8 speed memory imprint and attack buff. If you're not facing a HowTo, even when I'm facing a HowTo, I just bring her along for the memory imprint. I should build a Tierra, natural 3-star hero that has 8 speed memory imprint, and also could deal some damage and boost the combat readiness of the team. Yeah, I want to switch to a defensive PvP team. A defense... Wait, did I show with the ring? Like a team that can go until... that can survive the initial cleave and go to turn 2 and like heal themselves, use like broken abilities like immortality. From Crimson Armin, I never got her, but like these types of heroes are massive. Like a Crow on your defense with the defense buff and the fact that he's super tanky, he can like one-shot someone when he gets low. It's really cool. Like these heroes, I have not pulled any. Of course, if you got a Ruel is crazy. Like she's so strong, you could have a bunch of effect resistance. The higher you are in PvP, the higher the amount of effect resistance they will have, and you're gonna have a hard time to just knock out their whole team with the cleave setup. Now they could just have a ML Bell, and they can just cut in and counter your whole speed setup with him, just put you to sleep. But yeah, it's yeah, if you got a very defensive team, they might just not attack you. You will be attacked way less often, which is a major plus. So yeah, like heroes like Kayron, I know he can be countered with like a bunch of things, and able to be buff debuff. He can be countered with just stripping his buffs. I mean, yeah, the thing is he's still very strong because he can go super high on offensive stats, and still he can die and like stay alive with 1 health and go immortal. And then if he kills someone with S3, he extends the duration of his immortality buff. Like, it's not a lot of people that will bring the damage to take out this team plus the utility to take care of him. And some people just want to cleave everything. They don't have the time to deal with teams that could potentially kill them. Like Kayron could solo a whole speed team if you don't control him. A Violet could be super annoying. Like what I need is a solid Bruiser for my PvP setup that I want to build. Like I could build my Destina super tanky, a bunch of effect resistance, and yeah, high health and defense. Of course, this speed is not that big of a deal as long as she's gonna go. She used that skill 3 and like she brings the team back to full, remove all debuff. It's massive. It's a massive help. Okay, I'm gonna show the gear on Lorena. It's total garbage. Require more. She's got the Celestine. So yeah, I wanna like put gear on her, but I need to focus on a defensive setup. Just like quickly talk about that. I would run like Angelica Destina. Even you could use a defensive setup like that with a Bruiser when you attack the enemy team. I've got Destina, which is Earth, so she can tank fire damage dealers. Then I've got Angelica, which can tank, she's ice, she's gonna tank Earth damage dealers. So I've got 2 element covered. Now, if I bring a Bruiser damage dealer of the light or dark element, that means like even if they have Earth, even if they have ice will be attacking my Angelica, which is ice, and this light or dark hero could stay safe. But some heroes, it's not all based on element countering, but sometimes it's based on sometimes they have elemental advantage with some skill, or Sid has it with speed buff. There's other things to consider like that, or if you're facing a team with light or dark heroes. Anyways, I just want a team that can tank the damage, go turn 2. Like Destina, Angelica, like Clury that would make 2 Earth heroes. Let's say I want to use that team on offense as well. I need like a fire tank, let's say Cecilia or whatever. Then my Bruiser could be like light or dark. I was thinking Chaos Axe, but also like if I had Charles, oh my god, it'd be amazing Bruiser. Now what else I want to talk about? Yeah, show the gear, show the stats, that's all good. Now yeah, I want to talk about the fact that if you start now like the game, or if you start like if you started a few months ago, like there's a lot of things that were improved in the game. Now we've got stage 11 in the hunts. That's a big deal. Like I farmed a lot of stage 10 before 11 got out, and I could have farmed stage 11. So now you can rush to stage 11 and get some great drops, which is very, very good. That there's less energy wasted, because I wasn't farming like, I know it's not the best. The best is from Hell Raid as Macalis, but still it is better than farming stage 10. So there's that. But not only that, there is in adventures, you know, you go AP exchange. These AP points, you can buy stuff in this AP exchange store. So if you go, by the way, that was actually 501 times that I farmed since this thing was released, this stage. You can check my Farm Forever video why this is an amazing stage to farm, and there's another stage as well. So yeah, you go 4-2 in the world, and now you can buy Blazing Soul. We all know how hard it is to get these Blazing Souls. Let me actually buy one here. And I should, like, Blazing Soul is definitely an Epicalis you want to be farming. You go like Imagination's Shade, and you can have it as a drop, and you get a bunch of AP, and you start buying whatever Callus you want. It's all around in adventure. So that was a huge deal. Like, you know how much energy was wasted across the player base just trying to get Callus? It's unbelievable amount. Some players, I mean, ridiculous amount of energy just trying to get like specific Callus. Now this was a massive change to the game, but not only that, now the side stories, they are much better. Like, there was a lot of energy wasted before. Like, look at this thing, like look at this store here, all the stuff you can buy. Are you kidding me? Like 6 epic Callus? Like, we didn't have that before. All these high amount of Callus that you can get now, and even events that last like multiple weeks, and you can get like these things again and different epic Callus. It's so good. It's so much more energy efficient than it was when the game got released. It's, I mean, if you start now, it's not bad. You can see what my progress got to after 6 months. But if I started again, like, I have a second account, and my second account's doing good, but I could have this second account do much better if I spent more time in the game. It's not a huge priority for me. This is not my main account. Also, like, I haven't even done as Macalis Hell. Look, I have 11 tokens to enter. My reason for not doing them is, yeah, it could be a ways, but I'm just farming these tokens for now. What's gonna happen is that I want to build a very high morale team. I want a camping morale team that gets me like 40 morale, or like at least 35 morale. That will be very solid, and that can like run Hell as Macalis very well. Sometimes it's hard to have one core team that will run all the content in there, but still, by getting a lot of morale, what happens is that I can push further and further with each runs, which means it's more efficient when I use for each one of these that I use. So that's my thinking behind it. You should explore all these. Like, that's free Skystones, there's equipment in there and all that. I'm working on the final one, zone 3 here. Oh my god, you want to see it real quick? That thing is just nuts. Oh wait, that was actually team 2 was my team to go do Labyrinth. It's fine. I'm just gonna yield and not lose anything. Look at this place. What is this? What is this though? Oh my god. Anyways, so yeah, that's why I didn't complete as my Callus held. I didn't even try, guys. I should have at least tried. I want to try and not even use the token. I don't think you use a token when you go in there. So I can like do some videos and stuff like that about the bosses in there. So that's one thing I have to cover actually. Yeah, I shown the reputation just quickly. I know there's players that are skeptic. They're like they don't believe I'm free to play. I'm not even in the Epic Creator program, by the way. I applied for it. I don't know if they got my email or not. I applied once and I was like, but what if I get accepted in, right? They're gonna give me some free sky stones. I don't know how much it is. I think it's like 1,500 per month that you get, something like that. And then I was like, well, if I start getting this, I'm not really free to play anymore. So yeah, it's in Canadian dollar. Like I have not bought anything. I have not spent 1 cent. Some players will say I did not help. I should support the game. I mean, yes. Do you know how much money I made? I made this company just by making videos. That's free publicity for this company, by the way. If you think I did not help the company at all, you are highly mistaken. Yeah. I mean, I make a lot of content and I say like I'm free to play and all that. Of course, it's probably pushing some players to maybe not spend anymore, or maybe they're not liking the way the game's going and all that, the direction they're taking. And with the Moonlight summons, like they're releasing like ML Bell and stuff like that, that's heavily countering. You know how much energy we've been spending in Wyvern to get speed gear, and now they release a hero that just straight up like cuts in and counters your whole setup with just like, with one skill. One skill, it just shits on your whole farming. Anyways, it still needs some speed, but it's yeah, it's it's crazy. It's crazy. So all these packs, like I haven't spent anything. I haven't bought anything in there. It's like, if you don't believe me, you can check my videos. Like I never had a monthly pack running, and like unfortunately, like you cannot see in the log like far behind. Like I truly wish they shown it more than like a week or whatever, just to like finally like players that don't believe it. Yeah, also here the gear that I bought, I started with wait, the necklace. Was it the necklace or the ring? It was necklace first because it has speed. And I mean, I had to go for ring next because it's so hard to get actually like a good necklace and ring. Even though it has effect resistance, it actually rolled, where is it? Oh, it's on my second account that I have it. That it's crazy. Yeah, the stats on this one were not that amazing, but I got it on my ML Mercedes, so she can push like damage like more, because the main stat is 65% attack, and it rolled with some crit damage as well. But the necklace, I got it on my Shuri actually, and I was fortunate enough. It could have been much higher, but I got 13 speed, which was the best. It's the best that I have, and also it has crit chance, which works perfectly with Shuri. So what else is there? I talked about the shop, whatever. Yeah, no. So yeah, I was talking about the fact that now you've got stage 11 in hunts. It's really cool. There was so much energy wasted before. Like I've been playing for 6 months, yeah, but a lot of the energy I've used were wasted with like inefficient Callus farming. I've done some mistakes. I was not farming perfectly, let's say. Maybe when I was farming, I was not getting 100% experience on my fathers. Now it doesn't matter too much because I can be running hunts, well, quite a few times. Kind of limited amount of time, really, like with the amount of skystone that I have if I convert all to energy. But we still get a very high amount of free, I mean, skystones or just straight up energy every day. I tell you, it takes me 3 to 6 hours to farm. Every day I do my dailies and all that. I do my PvP. I run every flag. Like I do, yeah, a lot of free energy that experience I can get by 3-manning a stage 11 Wyvern. You know it's gonna attack the front line, and you don't need 100% success rate to run this. I mean, you don't lose energy when you die in this game. It's not like Summoner's War, It's super like friendly, this game. Like you can just abandon or you can just fail and the energy is not consumed. It's not consumed in the Labyrinth with those tickets. It's not consumed here. You can run the abyss as many times as you want. Try. Super user friendly. Gotta give them props to that. So I mean, I can understand the higher energy costs, but to really like, this game is like way like I think it's even more than twice the energy cost for playing Summoner's War. Summoner's War I could run like this is like dragon, like Wyvern is like dragon and Summoner's War, and Golem, well Golem is Golem, Banshee is like Necropolis. But like I was farming Wyvern like all day long as free to play. Like I could farm forever, pretty much, with just hoarding my. I don't even remember the currency. It was gems, I believe. It's not Skystone. It's like gems, whatever. And you could just farm forever because it cost. Yeah, it costs like, and the energy are full refills. Imagine you have 140 max. That's the cap on your energy, and every time you refill. For 30 Skystones, it gives you 140 energy. Imagine that. That's so good. Yeah. By the way, guys, I got some questions on the last progression video. Why do I have so much max energy? Is because of this reputation here. Plus 20 energy. I actually maxed this one recently. Okay, that was the... Beside this one, I just like kind of maxed this one. So it pushed it to 140 maximum energy, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. You can see how long, when you press and hold, you can see how long it takes to charge all, which is another pretty cool feature. Yeah, I want to accentuate the fact that you don't need to craft like crazy, guys. Don't like, that's the issue with this game that I have, is that, no, I mean, the inventory space is yeah, I've got to always like find some pieces of gear. That is a major issue. Even as free to play, I'm just like struggling with like managing all these pieces of gear. I'm running out of space. So yeah, think about it. You craft one slot too many items. Now you have to, there might be quite a few you have to keep to bring to +3, +6, and see where the rolls are going, how high the value is. It's taking space. So what I recommend is just getting solid one or a few solid items that you want to enhance and see where they go for weapon, chest, helm, and boots. Don't go crazy and create 100 weapons. It's not going to be a good idea. Then you can just do your farming and your adventures and get like you know, like get some feeding items that you can use to just enhance these pieces of gear and see where it goes. But don't go crazy on one slot because you will regret it. Well, it depends. Maybe you are early in the game and you still have a lot of inventory space, or like you just straight up like feed these other items that you're like, I'm not gonna use it. But I have like, yeah, I have a lot of heroes that I use, and it's good to have a lot of heroes for PvP, Guild Wars, and all that. So yeah, final thoughts. Yeah, just some tips here and there. Guild, sorry, I didn't show. So TWT. Another big thing is requesting aid is huge. Like these cursed ash are, now they are in the side story, but when you want to farm them in adventures, it's like world 10. World 10 you have to go to farm to farm them. So it's not super easy to farm. The runs might be longer. So if you can get them from side event or request them from the guild, it's always nice to have like extra ones laying around. But also I have my second account in this guild, so I can just like support my that's how I'm already maxed out. I should not have, maybe I need to give my other alt a callus, but now I cannot do it anymore. What is it? Wait, member list. Here you can see weekly aid, weekly assistance, and member shop. I don't even buy the callus chest now, guys. Like I've bought it so many times before I stopped, and it was just garbage. I prefer to get these lesser artifact charms. That helps a lot. Of course, the Labyrinth compass every week. Now you can see here in assistance. I'm yeah, since global release I've been in this guild. I got top contribution in the whole guild. So yeah, and you see my second account is number 3, so I am consistency, guys. Consistency, consistency, consistency. That is the key to success, as well, with many things in these games, in life, whatever. Yeah, as free to play, it's huge. You've got to stay consistent if you want to like stay sort of competitive. But yeah, good luck being competitive really as free to play, unless you're lucky with Moonlight summons. But still, even without Moonlight summons, let's say I focus all my resource and I made a turn 2 team from the get-go, or that was like my plan very early on, I could have been much higher in ranking in PvP. I'm hearing a lot of free-to-play players or very low spenders, maybe they only go monthly pack or something like that, and they are very well ranked in PvP. And it's a combination of these things, and being consistent, and just min-maxing, just like using your resources properly. What was the other thing? Yeah, the mystic medals, guys. Like, you gotta do Guild Wars. You gotta do Guild Wars. All these mystic summons that you're missing out on, mystic medals, they are amazing. You can just hold on to them. Let's say you don't have Angelica, just wait until she shows up and check what else is there. Maybe you are picky, you'll wait for the next Angelica rotation, which could take a long time, but maybe you want the 5-star to hero one that you want. Maybe you want the 5-star artifact be something you want, and maybe you want some other 4-star heroes that could be useful, or like artifact that you could use the duplicate. But that's a huge deal, guys, saving your mystic summons, and you could potentially just straight up get the hero that you want. 3-star is very easy, but say you still need Tarnar Guard. Yeah, 4-star, like I still don't have a Katis, so I could aim for a Katis. But like at this point in the game, it's about getting one of these broken Moonlight heroes like Sage, Bell, and Season. Oh my god, just breaks the meta in half with this thing. Anyways, okay, I covered that, and man, there's a bunch of stuff I want to talk about, but this video is just gonna stop recording because like I'm gonna run out of space on my phone. So yeah, Guild Wars. What I want to talk about is you depending on how strong you are, let's say you are weak compared to the rest of your guild, you want to attack early so you can actually get you can pick some easy battles. But if you are strong, you should not attack early on. I did it this time because I can't film before the guild war is over. And yeah, I mean, if you can help your team, just try to defeat some harder enemies. Try to hit the enemy near the end of the guild war, so at least you will know that you are facing the stronger players. But the war ranking, like rank 235, even rank, if we drop to like 300, we are still a Glorious Guardian, and we're getting maximum rewards. So think about it. Maybe you are in a guild that is too hard. Maybe the guild is like you're facing some really cancer compositions, or maybe you're in a guild that's not even in Glorious Guardian. I can tell you that just be consistent and try to knock out some players that you believe you can counter their team, whatever, outgear them and all that, outspeed them. But it's not hard to get in a Glorious Guardian guild. It might not be that ranking when you start, when like a new season start, but you'll eventually get there. And yeah, good luck with that. Now, yeah, consistency, guys, and just doing your dailies all the time. You don't want to miss on these just the free sky stones. Of course, like events like that are running, you always need to run these things. It's a huge deal. Like, these events are amazing. Like, you can get leaves. If you're lucky, you could get like 4 leaves. Well, the events are always changing, but this thing, you get gold, you get energy. Of course, I always prefer to have energy. Like, all these things, they add up, guys. They add up, and it's just so many free so much free resources available to you. You go Tyro Castle in Chaos Zone 1, you just go in there. You want to do this every day, guys. Every day. Teleport the top one and go west. Turn on auto. You want to go check the Vagrant Vendor every day. You're potentially missing on Covenant 5 Covenant bookmarks every day, but not only that, charms, especially for necklace and rings. I don't buy the charms for other piece of gear, even after the price drop. Weapon, helm, chest, boots. I don't use it because I can enhance these pieces of items by just farming adventures. I'll enhance the items eventually. I'm not getting an insane amount of items I need to enhance, and I need to rush enhance them. It's fine. Look at this epic ring charms. Like, that's a lot of experience, and Covenant bookmarks can appear here. So yeah, ring and necklace charms, Covenant bookmarks are the things that I buy from here. And also sometimes you get a callus in there, so buy those when they show up, unless you have a ton of those of that callus for some reason. You can easily farm them. But yeah, I mean, you need to use these labyrinth compasses. If you're done with Asmacalis, you need to just run a normal labyrinth. That's free ancient coins, and you can get some sky stones to drop, gold to drop, Covenant bookmark to drop. You can run in different paths, different ones. You don't have to don't take the yellow portal and leave. Just like exit. You can lose, you can yield. You don't consume this thing if you yield or lose. And you can try another one. Maybe you get lucky and you get some Covenant bookmarks, some sky stones, and another map on a different path or whatever. And then you run that, and that consumes your thing, and you try to get as much ancient coins as possible. And that could be the end of that run for today, depending on how much time you want to invest. Now I don't do that though. I just do Asmacalis normal in 3 runs. And then I just run. I just try to do 100% exploration on this thing, but then I'll go back to finding a good path that gives me sky stones, Covenant bookmarks, as much ancient coins as possible in the future. You can check out my Labyrinth videos. I got a bunch of tips on how to maximize your drops and all that. So yeah, I've got a gold guide out. There's gonna be a series. Only one is out, but a lot of good information there. Got different videos for guides, tips and how-tos for different hunts and the raid, the high morale teams. Many videos that you can go and check out. That's gonna be it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm Astranox. Like, comment, and subscribe for more. Yeah, definitely hit that like button, guys. It helps me a lot, so just hit it hard if this was helpful to you in any way, shape, or form. And also, saving for limited banners is actually quite a big deal if you feel unlucky. But I definitely go more for meta changing heroes for PvP at this point in the game though, because I'm fine even with 3-star heroes. I can do just fine in PvE. That's one of the beauty with this game though, guys. So yeah, I got videos showing up on the screen now because I'm about to stop the recording. Abyss, floor 62 plus, guide tips, fight mechanics, different team compositions and all that. I don't use limited heroes in those. And also guide tips and how-tos. That's another playlist for Guild Wars, another one for Arena PvP. So check those out if you haven't, and definitely subscribe if you haven't yet. And I'll try to get those progression videos out again. I didn't do it for a while, and also for my second account I'll update you guys on that. But like I said, I don't invest that much time into the second account because it's not my biggest priority. I have 26,000 sky stones saved up. I just use free energy pretty much, and here I just save my energy for a while because I play 3 to 6 hours per day. And I've been saving up for a limited banner, and in case they do back-to-back banners, I go secret shop, refresh. That's why I have my gold saved up and ready to go, and get Covenant bookmarks and get the limited hero. That's as simple as that. And I just farm for 2 energy this stage over and over. Go check my farm forever video on why this is so good. And yeah, I can just play as much as I want if I want to, but yeah, I mean, I have to make content as well, and I have a life, so yeah, cannot spend 24/7 in there. And you should not macro this game, guys. You should never automate anything in this game. It's too easy to detect. definitely don't do it. You will lose your account. They can easily detect it. Something could go wrong or whatever. You definitely don't want to do it. It's against the rule anyways, and it's easy to detect. So don't, just don't do it, guys. And yeah, that's it. That's really it for this one. Have fun with your farming and all that. And that was my progress as a free-to-play player. 6-month progress. I'll update you guys every month potentially. We'll see. We'll see. But it's much easier now to reach the progress that I have gotten to with all the tweaks they added to the game. Much easier. And with the knowledge I have now, I could start a new account and do extremely well. But yeah, I mean, it takes a lot of time to be free to play and to play efficiently. But consistency, guys. Remember, consistency. All right, that's it. Peace out.